So a few months ago, I made a video that helped you update your browser to Lacrosse. And Lacrosse is just a mix of the wording of Linux and Chrome OS. But Google has revealed that that experiment is over with. Yeah. Lacrosse, for those of you who don't know, was a standalone browser for Chromebooks. So if you were to get on Chrome on a Windows or a Mac computer, it has its own version of Chrome. But Chrome OS, was kind of this weird thing to where the OS and the web browser were sandwiched together, and it was basically one thing, and that get updated every few weeks. But with Lacrosse, it has its own separate browser, and that can update independently of the OS, which I thought was a good idea. At the time, Chromebooks don't really get into other YouTubers' headspace much, but when that happened, I saw like, hey, they were looking at it as Chrome OS was not quite a joke anymore. And again, we're not exactly holding our breath for people to come around like in Chrome OS. I mean, their opinion of it doesn't really change much. Um, but Google has officially or will officially cancel the Lacrosse experiment. Now, as I'm making this video, I'm on Chrome OS 126, but this will come into effect as of Chrome OS 128. So if you try to enable this flag and you aren't able to, this is the reason why. Um, Now, if you are like most Chrome OS users, you won't notice this change at all because you would have had to enable this flag in the first place, and most likely you didn't. Now, for those of us who did, this is kind of a bummer. The reason why they're doing this, I should say that first, is because they are moving Chrome OS or they're closer to Android, meaning that at the center of it, the kernel, they want the kernel to be Android. And therefore, the web browser is going to, I'm guessing, be a form of Android. They believe they could get the same result that they, I guess, had intended for the Lacrosse to be done on Android. I personally can't see it. They're smarter than me, so they got this probably figured out. Unfortunately, it would be quite a while before I see how they plan on implementing this. What is that going to look like? Um, I don't like the sun changing direction. I don't see as many. They're doing this so they can um, keep in step with what they're doing on the Android platform. For example, when Material U or the AI generated wallpapers came out on Android, it took some time for those things to come to Chrome OS. And if they had the similar kernel, they wouldn't have to build these programs from scratch and they could just implement it quickly. Uh, so in the long run, it would make sense. There's still some questions I have, but for now, I try to remain hopeful. Personally, I don't like this. Just keeping it honest, but hopefully Google will put to rest any, I don't know, bad feelings I have, and I'm sure I just can't see it all. But just being honest with you, I don't like that they're giving up on this experiment and the replacement. Who knows when that's going to be? But again, this you had to get on the betas, the Chrome OS flags to even see this feature. So for the vast majority of us Chrome OS users, this will impact you not a bit. All right, so I just want to bring that news to you. That's all I have to say. Uh, this is Sums Pro. I'll see you next time. God bless.